Hey everybody, and welcome to another one of Northernlion's infrequent but occasionally necessary channel updates. This time featuring some music courtesy of the YouTube Creative Commons audio library. Check this out. Hungarian Rhapsody number 2 by Franz Liszt. You're free to use this song and monetize your video. The future is now. If we wanted to, we could also use John F. Kennedy's inaugural speech. I mean, I don't really want to let it keep going here because it's a little bit weird. But anyway, let's get to the point with, you know, Franz Liszt holding us up in the background here, just because it adds to the ridiculousness. I got a couple of things to talk about here. Kate and I are going away for 4 days. That's part of what's precipitating this channel update. Also, some content, administrative stuff to mention. In particular, we're going to talk about Enter the Gungeon, which should be pressing and prudent and important for everybody. So let's get into it. First things first, Enter the Gungeon. I mean, this music sounds very solemn now, but as you may have derived from my tweet a few days ago, we're gonna call it quits on Enter the Gungeon. We're gonna end the series. I think the series has run its course. I tweeted about it, and I was like, I think I'm probably getting around the end of my run with Enter the Gungeon. I've had a great time with it, but, you know, after 150 hours, I'm kind of ready to move on until there's more content that's imminently coming out. And it seemed like, you know, there was a discussion in the tweets, there was a discussion in the Reddit post that came out of it, and most people, you know, I'm not just cherry-picking comments here, most people were like, yeah, you know, it's probably time to move on, and I tend to agree with that. But in the interest of being more open and more fair with my audience, this is my disclosure to say that it's ended, and also, I recorded a season finale. There's one more episode. I knew going into it, it was the final episode, so this series does not go gentle into that good night. I do put down one last, I should say, bomb-ass Gungeon run, and I leave it with the door open to say that, you know, when DLC comes out, and I'm sure there will be DLC, we will revisit it at that point. So the next episode of Enter the Gungeon that comes out, it is number... Give me a moment here. It's going to be coming out on Thursday, August 11th, and that is going to be Gungeon number 135. It will be called Finale, so you'll know what's up. And it's a good episode. I had a really good time with it, and, you know, it was a load off my shoulders when we didn't die on, like, the second floor. Spoilers. I know a lot of people are going to be disappointed by this. It's the nature of the beast. You know, I'd rather you be disappointed outright than wonder what happened to it and just be like, the last episode left it with the door open. So what's going to go in the Gungeon slot? You know, that's like 7 to 8 hours of work per week that is now open. I really liked doing those short Let's Plays. I really like doing Quadrilateral Cowboy. I really like doing Inside. Those games are rare, though. Games that are, you know, of a decent length to play without, you know, it taking months and months to get through them with half-hour-long episodes. And they're kind of interesting to me on a personal level as well. So for now, I'm not sure if I have anything immediately that's going to replace it. I know No Man's Sky comes out on PC on Friday. I'm definitely planning on checking it out. Not sure if it's going to get a series. Probably not, because I'll be a little late on the uptake there, but for now we got Let's Look At's coming, which is nice. So yeah, this is the soft announcement. You know, there will be a few Let's Look At's coming over the weekend here while I'm away, which I'll talk about in a minute. There's going to be a Let's Look At of Road to Valhalla, which is a Marble Madness style action puzzler where you play a marble and try to navigate it through a variety of different puzzles. It's Super Meat Boy meets Marble Madness, let's put it that way. And then there's going to be a Let's Look at Death Road to Canada, which is a Oregon Trail meets kind of a zombie survival game that's cute and, you know, absurd in its tone. And then there's a Let's Look at of Reigns coming, which is Devolver Digital's Tinder meets Crusader Kings 2, basically like a really minimalistic rapid-fire narrative kingdom building game, if that makes sense. And you'll see it. It's not like Kingdom, the game Kingdom. It's managing a kingdom, but through an abstracted lens, if that makes sense. And I have an old Let's Look At, which I should have posted ages ago for Polybridge that I'm embarrassed of because I played really badly because I'm not an industrial engineer or mechanical engineer, but I'm probably going to put that up this weekend as well. Maybe on Monday. So those Let's Look Ats will be starting Friday. Once the Gungeon finale is up on Thursday, they'll be taking that slot for now and leaving that slot open for more Let's Look Ats in the future, which I would love to do more of, and also more one-off series like Quadrilateral Cowboy and Inside. Anyway, so that's the big news from this one. Enter the Gungeon. You've been good to me. I've been good to you. I'm gonna cancel your series, baby, and tell me what I'm gonna do. You know I'm gonna leave. Okay, but we'll be back when the DLC comes out, assuming it does come out, which I assume that it would. RimWorld. RimWorld is not canceled. Everyone breathe a sigh of relief. I get so many tweets about this. People are like, I'm having so much fun watching RimWorld. And I'm like, I'm having so much fun playing RimWorld. This is just an announcement to say episodes every day, 2 p.m. PST, half hour long each. I'm getting better at the game. The game is screwing me. And if we ever have to get to the point where we have to restart, absolutely, I would put your money on it being a safe bet that RimWorld's not going anywhere, even if this colony goes up in smoke sometime soon. I'm obsessed with it at this point. It's not even out. It's in alpha, but it's like a Game of the Year candidate for me personally. So for those of you who like RimWorld, big thumbs up. Thank you for your support. For those of you who don't like RimWorld, I'm very sorry to say it's sticking around for at least the time being. But most of you seem to like RimWorld, and I'm enjoying it myself. So I'm happy that there seems to be a happy medium there. Dishonored is great, and now that I'm not absolutely horrible at it, and you'll see that in upcoming subscriber VODs if you're watching it, I love it as well. That sentence was constructed kind of awkwardly, but this is just more of an administrative note to be like, I might not be here on Sunday, so we're going to say that possibly no subscriber stream this Sunday, definitely no NLSS on Thursday, which is today or tomorrow, depending on when you're watching this. But there might be a stream with Nick and Rob, and who knows, but we'll see. They'll have to take that, they'll have to play that by ear, much like I have extremely red ears in this picture. But yeah, Dishonored, 2 things. Won't be here on Sunday, hypothetically, so we might have to do a makeup stream for that maybe on Tuesday. And I really want to do that stream in a timely fashion because I want to finish Dishonored, not just because Dishonored 2 comes out, but we've got a lot of momentum. I've had a good time with it. I'm looking forward to moving on to something else. So next stream might be the final part of Dishonored. I've enjoyed doing the more, short game sort of thing on the subscriber stream, but I'll be looking to take suggestions for the next game that we play, and maybe we'll go back in a more RPG direction. Maybe we'll do Mass Effect 3, finish that trilogy off. Maybe we'll do another Bethesda game. I don't know, man. It could be anything. I'm just brainstorming stuff. So if you're a Twitch subscriber, look for a message coming into your Twitch inbox. At some point, that will indicate what it'll be. It might be Deus Ex Human Revolution, because Deus Ex Mankind Divided comes out in like 2 weeks. And it seems timely and relatively short as well, but these are just ideas I'm spitballing right now. For now, thank you for not completely crucifying me for the fact that my Dishonored play is like actually terrible in those first couple of missions. It really is bad, but once I wrap my head around the language and the movement of the game, I've started to get a lot better, and I appreciate it a lot more for allowing you to get into that stealth kind of sandbox flow state. Finally, why are you away? Here's a nice creative image of Creative Commons image, I should say, of where I'll be. This is Portland, Oregon, about 5.5 hours south of Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Kate and I are going to take a long weekend, so we're taking Thursday off. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we're going to be, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we're going to be in Portland. I've never been before, Kate's been before, but we're ostensibly going for GP Portland, which is a Magic the Gathering event, basically. And I'm a little bit out of practice, but it's a nice excuse to go down and get a little bit of travel done this summer in a part of our relative Cascadian neighborhood that I've never seen before. So I won't be around Thursday through probably Sunday afternoon, Sunday night, in case you're looking on Twitch where are those streams. But if you're in the area, if you're local to Portland or you're at GP Portland and you see me in the convention center or wherever the heck the tournament's being held, don't be afraid to say hi, just a quick little hello. I'll be happy to shake hands, take a picture, lose to your deck possibly, time permitting, but This is basically it for the channel update, and for once I actually have kept it short. If we want to cliff notes again, Enter the Gungeon, let's work in reverse here. Dishonored, I'm having a lot of fun with it. Thank you for not being exceptionally rude to me because I'm bad at the game. I like it more now that it likes me back as well. And we'll be moving on to something else for sub-streams, probably in the next stream. RimWorld, thumbs up all the way around. Very appreciative. Let's look at it's coming back in the Enter the Gungeon slot for the near future, and keeping that slot open, at least my thinking right now is keep it open to add in more flexible Let's Plays, shorter stuff that's interesting to me, like Inside or Quadrilateral Cowboy, or possibly more long-term stuff, if No Man's Sky ends up really capturing me or something like that. By the way, the theme of this video should not be post in the comments whether you want NL to Let's Play No Man's Sky. I will figure that out myself. I do appreciate the feedback, but the real thing that I want to get across with this channel update, the finale of Enter the Gungeon, is going up. I hope you guys have enjoyed the series. It's not going to continue indefinitely, so I hope that the finale is kind of a nice, bittersweet send-off, if that makes sense, and of course we'll be back when DLC comes out, but for now, opening that time up to do other stuff. So for now, thanks for watching, thanks for your support. The fact that you watched this video means you're a super fan, or at least you don't have anything better to do when you're interested in some kind of behind-the-scenes stuff. I appreciate that. It's been an awesome summer, not just from, like a audience standpoint, but I feel like the channel's at a good place. I get a lot of people tweeting me and saying, like, the streams have been amazing, the videos and the variety involved is amazing. I've been working really hard to make sure that that happens and, you know, keep myself mentally in a good mood. And I hope that it comes across, you know, I hope that that's infectious. And, of course, it helps that we've got so much, you know, Tournament of Shame, collaborative stuff that's a lot of fun as well. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be back later this weekend, and, you know, keep abreast of the situation on Twitter if you want to see how poorly I do at the GP. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.